You can grow taller at any age. But how? It's because your bones can change. You don't believe me? Look at this arm wrestler Devin Larratt's arm length difference.
This arm is longer. You see that?
What do you notice? The arm he trains is longer than the other. This is definitely not a coincidence. Now take a look at the Maasai tribe from Kenya. The Maasai tribe has some of the tallest people in the world. You might know this tribe due to their traditional exercise of jumping insane heights. The Maasai tribe's average height is 6'3". The difference in length in the arms of Devin Larratt and the heights of the Maasai tribe is due to a scientific reason: Wolff's Law. This law is the reason bodybuilders have higher bone density, which occurs due to the repeated weightlifting habit. In 1892, German surgeon Julius Wolff stated that bone in a healthy animal will adapt to the loads under which it is placed. So that means if you lift really heavy weights, your bones would become more dense to aid this stress. Our height growth occurs due to stress or stimuli. This can be two types of stress: hormonal stress and mechanical stress. This video is completely about mechanical stress and how we can use it to grow taller. Devin Larratt's arm length difference is due to the repeated training of only the longer arm. But how do we apply this to grow taller? Microfractures. When we apply the right stimuli to our legs, they will grow vertically and longer. But how to do this? Your bones remodel themselves to help the stress you apply. So, if you apply certain stress where your legs need to stretch, they will grow. This is where cycling comes into play. Look at the Netherlands. It has some of the tallest people, and also cycling is extremely common here. So how do we use this to grow taller? When we repeatedly cycle by stretching our legs, our bones get signaled to remodel itself to help cycle easier by lengthening the leg. This is similar to why giraffes have insanely long necks and limbs. It's because they eat leaves which are at the top of the tree. Over time, they get accustomed to this, and their bones get remodeled to help the habit, thus growing their necks and limbs. This is Wolff's Law, which supports evolution. But how to cycle optimally for height growth? It's simple, really. Start by increasing the seat height so that at the bottom of the pedal, your legs are straight and stretched, not bent. Now cycle every day using this height. After a week, increase the seat height by 1/4 inch so that your bones have a reason to get longer. Do this consistently and you'll see changes in 3 to 4 months. A study was conducted regarding the increase in saddle heights in bicycles over time. This study showed that extension of saddle height leads to the extension of joints, mainly the hip, knee, and ankle. Another thing noticed was the muscles get stretched during cycling. When muscles get stretched, they usually revert to their original position. However, if tension is applied for a longer time, the muscles become longer to get used to the stretch position and adapt to this new position, which is known as the adaptive remodeling of the muscles. Cycling consistently can increase your height by lengthening the femur and the shin. Another way, the most effective one, is using microfractures. When bones get microfractured and damaged, they grow back bigger and stronger. This is the reason the Maasai tribe is very tall. The repeated vertical jumps microfracture the shin, which then grows back bigger and thus longer. But however, only jumping will not give you the best results. You have to combine it with stretching the bone. Let me explain. Imagine your bones are microfractured and need to grow, but you're standing. Your body applies force on the shin downwards due to gravity. This causes the bone to grow wider and not longer. But how do we achieve vertical growth? By stretching the bones after microfracturing it. To do this, do Maasai jumps for 15 minutes with breaks, a few minutes before sleeping. Now, after you've done the exercise and created microfractures in the bone, attach ankle weights to leg and hang them off the bed while lying down. This stretches the bone, causing vertical growth. Use the ankle weights for around 1 hour and then directly go to sleep. If you stand, the bones will get compressed, resulting in no vertical growth. If you do this combined with cycling, you can easily gain 3 to 4 inches, easily at any age, as this is growing the bone, which doesn't require the growth plates to be open. Exercise can also help improve height growth. Masai jumps is not only good for creating microfractures, but also improving cytokines which help you grow taller. Implementing sprints 3 to 4 times a week is very good for your height gains and health. Sprinting increases growth hormone, testosterone, and IGF-1. Do 5 sets of sprints of 20 seconds each, and make sure to speed up towards the end. Lifting weights can also be very good for you. Do deadlifts and squats, which improves your hormones and also gives you good posture. A hack to increase height directly is a lot of sunlight exposure. The reason the Maasai tribe are so tall is because they get sunlight exposure all the time, coupled with a lot of red meat and raw dairy. Supplementing on boron can be extremely beneficial. Boron is a trace mineral found in foods like prunes and black raisins, which directly increases height growth. Boron also increases the absorption of calcium and magnesium and directly improves bone health, which is vital as we are growing our bones longer. Take 6 milligrams of boron every day for a month, then take 3 milligrams every day. Boron directly increases free testosterone and DHT. Optimizing your DHT not only increases your height, but also improves facial structure by making you more dimorphic, increasing muscular growth, getting a deeper voice. However, if you are looking for results by applying mechanical stress, it is necessary to get good recovery and manage your hormones. For recovery, you will need to consume only clean sources of food. Completely eliminate polyunsaturated fats like seed oils. Only consume coconut oil, grass-fed butter, olive oil, and tallow. If you want to grow taller, you have to optimize your hormones and be lean. You cannot grow tall if you aren't shredded, because having more fat increases aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. Estrogen closes your growth plates and is also bad for testosterone levels. We know how to increase length in our legs, but what about our upper body? Because we cannot apply any mechanical stress to our spines, we cannot stimulate it physically to grow taller. But however, we can optimize hormones like dihydrotestosterone, testosterone, and IGF-1. Watch my previous video on hormone optimization if you want to grow taller efficiently. If you want to maximize the height in your spine from the hormonal stress, you need to have good posture. Take a look at this interesting phenomenon. When astronauts go above the atmosphere with no gravity, their height increases by 2 to 3 inches. This is due to the decompression of the spine. Between each vertebrae, we have a soft membrane which gets compressed from gravity, exerting force on it. So fixing your posture is very important. Not only back posture, even neck posture, so you can breathe optimally. You also need to get a lot of sleep as growth occurs only in rest. That's it for the video, guys.